Hello people, it's me, Tatiana, or just Tati, and here I have today another day we react to scary PSAs. Let's watch some ones about road safety to start off, okay? Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
What are you drinking? Same again?
Yeah.
No, not for me. What? I'm driving.
Go and get pulled. Not on a Sunday.
That looks like a mix of porridge and a smoothie, but why are we pouring the smoothie into a bowl that should be in a cup?
Half is what girls drink.
What's the problem here? I've got to get down my mum's for dinner.
Oh, his mum's.
Okay, now as I was saying, I didn't know smoothie could be made into baby food. Unless if you, blend it right, then that makes sense.
For dinner,
These boys.
Come on, Dane, just one more.
All right, then, get me a pint.
Come on, Dave. Just one more.
Drinking and driving wrecks lives. Yeah, I could definitely tell what the hell happened to that guy. Ugh. Alright, let's move on to the next PSA. Alright, people, here's the next PSA.
This is my summer holiday.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two.
Must be a very old 50s song, because I rarely hear this on the radio. What is that?
We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Let's see it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What the hell? Okay. I wasn't expecting the crash to happen so unexpected. Ah, that escalated very quickly. Let me see that again. What the heck?
We've seen it in the movies. Let's see it.
Oh my god. Last year, 2 people died every day of the holidays. Take extra care of these holidays. Let's just move on to the next PSA, because that escalated very fast. Alright, here's the next PSA. Oh boy.
How can she forget about it? She can't even sleep. She heard a kid at school say you were a murderer. I don't know what to tell her.
How does a kid this little girl's age know about murder?
How am I supposed to explain that you killed a little boy? I won't ever understand why you had to drive. Not everything's screwed up. Isn't it? Well, isn't it? Look at me!
Drinking and driving wrecks lives. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the next PSA, because I don't know what's going on in that PSA, so come on guys, let's get going. Alright, here we go to the next PSA. Oh!
Look, it's Green Cross Man.
Looks like you two need a lesson in crossing the road.
This is the first time I've ever seen a superhero in a PIF or PSA or whatever the heck these are. But looks like a cross between Captain Planet and Superman or something.
My little friend is going to show you how. First, find a safe place to cross.
Looks like a little R2-D2 ripoff.
Here?
Safe place, away from parked cars, where you can see the road is clear and drivers can see you. Stop near the curb, but not too close. Look all around and listen for traffic. If traffic is coming, let it pass. When there is no traffic near, walk straight across, looking and listening all the time. We won't be there when you cross the road, so always use the green cross hand.
Well, that wasn't even scary. That was just something that would possibly be shown at elementary school kids. At least none of the elementary school kids would compare that to R2-D2. Alright, next PSA, okay? Alright, people, here's the next PSA.
Because Frances was still a very young firefly, her tail wouldn't glow like those of the grown-ups, and...
Oh, wow. Looks like a little short movie I would watch in elementary school. Looks like it has the same style to that movie called Cater and the... No, it's... Oops, let me rephrase that. Katie and the Caterpillar Kids. It also has the same... It also has similar styles to The Trumpet of the Swan and the older versions of Charlotte's Web.
This made her feel very sad. I can give you a glowing light, said Cocky Roach. Frances knew that Cocky was a very naughty young cockroach, but she couldn't resist. They lit a match from a box that Cocky had taken from his mummy's kitchen without her knowing. Frances knew she was doing wrong, but Cocky had her under his spell. Grasping the match, Frances took to the sky. Oh, what fun, Cocky chattered. The flame grew larger until it reached her wings and burnt her. In pain, she let the match drop to the ground. Soon the whole of the kingdom was burning. The following day, King Chrysalis said, "We'll have to build everything again." Frances realized how foolish she'd been. In time, she got better and helped rebuild the kingdom, but she never forgot the words of her king. "Remember," he said, "never play with matches." And Cocky Roach never dared show his face again. Remember, never play with matches.
Yep. Unless you want to end up like that scene from Everybody Hates Chris. Which I can't really show because of copyright issues. I wish I could. I really wish I could, but unfortunately for some scenes I just can't. Let's move on to the next PSA, okay? Alright, here's the next PSA. Nice relaxing music. Let me hear that again. I could definitely see that music being used in like an actual 90s movie. Maybe with a little bit of effort, we could hear a remastered version of that music.
Good morning. Carbon monoxide from faulty gas appliances can kill. By law, landlords must have all appliances they provide safety checked by Corby-registered installers.
I can tell she's dead. Why? I mean, that thing looked like it was working fine. Here, let me look again.
Carbon monoxide from faulty gas appliances can kill. By law, landlords must have all appliances they provide safety checked by Corby-registered installers. Ask for proof now, or tonight it could be you.
I see. Next PSA, okay? Alright, here's the next PSA.
Overloaded socket!
Sounds like a panic version of the Wicked Witch from the West.
Oh, spoil sport. Come on, matches, come on, go for the matches, darling. They're for you. Come on. Oh, Daddy, you put them out of reach.
Let me check the floor again, because I know I saw something that's very similar to the checkered patterns in the Beetlejuice movies.
Oh, Daddy.
Yep, figured as much. Definitely kind of like the checkered pattern floor in the scene for Nightmare Before Christmas.
I am the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair.
I actually really like how common checkered pattern floors are in horror stories and horror movies and scary TV shows.
You put them out of reach. She's done twice too far and the heat's too high. Something's cut. Come on. Oh, the heat is too close to the curtain. Behind the door. Look what you've done. Bye-bye, house.
Okay, that's definitely like a fire version of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Too close to the curtain. Behind the door. Look what you've done. Bye-bye, house.
Don't give fire a chance.
Well, the only thing that was scary about that PSA is that Wicked Witch voice. Alright, let's get going. Next PSA, okay? Alright, here's the next PSA.
You chose to run on the railway tracks. This could be the next 60 seconds of your life. Last year, 53 people were killed in trespassing incidents. Every one of these deaths was preventable. Neither a passenger nor a freight train can swerve to avoid a collision, and it may take over 2 kilometers for a train to come to a complete stop. Would you jog on an airport runway, or...
I guess it doesn't really help if you keep your moves erratic when running from a train.
walk down the center of a busy expressway? Don't be stopped dead on the tracks. A message from Direction 2006 and Operation Lifesaver.
Maybe if it helps, I'll put a link to the Sly Fox and Birdie video in the description. Alright, next PSA coming right up. Okay, here's the next PSA.
Don't settle for just being yourself. Be a new you in only minutes.
That sounds like the 90s version of this.
What's so great about being yourself when you can be like everyone else?
Wow.
Why be you when you can be me?
Your before photograph.
Perfect image package. Oh, why be you when you can be me?
Okay, there's a lot of flashing scenes.
Why let someone else decide who you should be?
I can't tell if that PSA was either about drugs or just being someone else. Honestly, I think it could be both. Anyways, next PSA. Alright, next PSA.
Hello, I have a lovely story to tell you all about a family of raccoons.
Oh, this would be nice.
One day they all went out to play in the sunshine, and baby raccoon saw some wild berries on a bush. But Mummy said, "Careful, baby, some berries are not for raccoons." Then he saw some big mushrooms growing by a tree. But Daddy said, "Careful, baby, some mushrooms are not for raccoons." And just like animals in the forest, you need to be careful too. Only take medicines or drugs if Mummy or Daddy says it's all right. And never take drugs from people you don't know. The next thing baby raccoon saw was...
Okay, what do drugs have to do with baby raccoons and the story you're telling? Those are two completely different things. Besides, this sounds more like a poison prevention PSA. Like, I mean, pretty much it's got like the similar things you should stay away from that could be poisonous. It's definitely similar to this.
Poison prevention tips. That lemony liquid found under the sink may be detergent, not something to drink.
Let's see what's in the...
No. Some berries and seeds can make you sick. Ask someone who knows before you pick.
Look.
They taste like candy and look like fun, but use vitamins safely. Take only one.
But seriously though, what does that have to do with drugs and other medications? What does a raccoon family and a story have to do with that? Somebody tell me.
was a big apple tree. He asked his mummy, "Can raccoons eat apples?" Mummy said, "Yes, baby, you can have an apple. Remember, children, some things are good for you and some things are bad." Baby raccoon says, "Be careful, children, and only touch things that are good for you." And mummies like me want you to be careful, too. Bye-bye for now.
I have no idea what the heck she said in that whisper. That kind of didn't really explain much because I still feel like the drugs thing was so out of topic. I think, better yet, off topic, I meant to say. Yeah. You get the point, right? Anyways, next PSA. Alright, here's the next PSA.
In the good old winter time, flush snow, sleet, and ice, making oil bills.
This looks like something that could definitely be used in a Thomas and Friends TV show.
Climb, oh boy, I can't wait.
If you heat with oil, this reminder that winter's...
I mean, who's to say that Thomas the Tank Engine wouldn't have a face that animates like that?
coming is for you, because adding electric heat to your furnace now will cut your oil use by up to 75%.
I guess that could be creepy to some little children.
Money. Call a contractor today, before it's too late.
Bells, jingle, oil the way.
It's not Christmas time. We don't need Eddie saying this over and over and over again.
It's not Christmas!
I mean, yeah, we get it. There's no need to say that it's not Christmas over and over and over again whenever there's Christmas decorations on different holidays. We get it already, all right? We get it. Now, let's continue.
Charlie's chicken. Charlie's chicken.
Not sure what kind of message this is teaching.
Charlie's chicken.
Oh my god, what happened to his face? Wait, what does that say? I'll have to take a look and translate this to see what it says. Okay, I just translated it, but I also had a feeling that because it was a different language, it would deal with fireworks. But I don't really understand what fireworks have to do with a guy and a chicken. Well, let's just move on to the next PSA, okay? Alright, here's the next PSA.
Rabbits are scary. They're like, it's like they're looking for people to eat, and I don't really like it. Are pigs are pink, even boy pigs? I was 6 on the 50th of November. Do babies' mummies teach them how to laugh, or do they know already? Banana skin doesn't really fit a face. I can't help getting hurt. I'm too big to like Darling's having a bunker. Having a bunker, Mummy. You like it. I don't have a big
Okay, that one's...
My mum's gonna get back.
Okay, that one's sketchy because... because how do little kids their age know about vodka? Ugh. But the next thing you know, they could learn about moonshine.
They're really late. Having a bunker. Shut it! You're doing my head in. I'm warning you. Can I go to your house? Why? Because I don't want to go back to my house. I'm a mistake. So was my fault. Daddy put my ass on the floor. I'm a little cow. I'm a little cow. I'm a little cow. It's a secret I'm not allowed to tell.
Over half the people who contact the PCC have been worried about a child for more than a month. It could be nothing, but it also could be something. They should put also there. If you're worried and need advice,
Yeah.
so I guess that some kids were talking about abusive parents, but the rest of the others, none of that seemed sketchy at all. It just seemed like innocent stuff. Okay, here's the next PSA.
Hiya. Enjoying your programme? I'm having a great night. Been messaging your daughter. Have been for weeks. I really get her, she says. Make her feel all grown up. Oh, those pictures you sent me. Nice. I told her she was beautiful.
Okay, you sound like one creepy rabbit that's supposed to be cute looking.
She really fell for that. She's coming over tomorrow for a program. I'm having a great night. Been messaging your daughter. Have been for weeks. I really get her, she says. Make her feel all grown up. Oh, those pictures you sent me. Nice. I told her she was beautiful.
Sounds like a Scotland pedophile or something. Whoever was voicing this creepy-looking bunny.
She really fell for that. She's coming over tomorrow for a few drinks. We'll see what happens. Cannot wait.
Child sexual exploitation is happening to girls and boys across Scotland. I guess that was a Scotland accent. Or something like that. It can start online and take many forms. Find out what to look for at... I'm guessing that's supposed to say catch the signs, .scot. Well, that was an interesting PSA. Let's move on to the next one, okay? Alright, here's the next PSA to react to. Okay, as you can see, it's about Russian dolls, and apparently for some reason one of the Russian dolls have blood on them. But I guess, according to Momo Yazarozu, they're also called Matryoshka dolls.
Have a Matryoshka doll.
Now that I think about it, what would Yazarozu think if she saw this PSA? What do you think? Oh my god! Why do the Matryoshka dolls look all sad and depressed? Okay, why does that Matryoshka doll's mouth have to be taped shut? What is all this blood everywhere? Was this person cutting themselves when making the Matryoshka dolls or something? Okay, that's the only one that's smiling. We must not let Russian charm hide its atrocities. Okay. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna move on to the next PSA, I guess. I don't know what's going on, so Alright, here we go with the next PSA to react to. Is he looking at this at a kindergarten area? Okay, why do the kindergarten computers have this? That should be blocked. Oh wait, never mind. This is his bedroom. For a second, because he was right by the computer, it looked like a kindergarten area. What is he doing? What was that kid planning to do with that dog? Ugh. What are your kids learning? I hope it was nothing dangerous or creepy or horrific towards that poor dog. Oh boy. Let's just move on to the next PSA. Well guys, this is the last PSA for today. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Oye, ven para acá. ¿Cuántas veces te lo tengo que decir para que aprendas, carajo? ¡Bestia! Ven para acá, te digo. Oye, ¿tú ves lo que has hecho? ¿Ah? Dime, contéstame.
Okay, so it seems like the kid is getting beaten by his father, and then who's this? Why is he just sitting doing nothing but eating his chicken? That's obviously not from Blackstone. Oh wait, he is doing something, hopefully. Good.
Aló. Señor, el pollo que me trajo está crudo. A mí me tiene que respetar, carajo. No te lo voy a
Who in these two is a bigger son of a bee? I don't know. You tell me. Report child abuse in the community to your sorry, I'm struggling to pronounce that word. Municipality? Or something like that? Well, that PSA was definitely just as disturbing as the other ones I've reacted to for today. I think that should be enough for today. Keep watching this channel and see whatever goes on next. I'll end the reaction video with a little bit of this.
Gotta stay sharp. The battle's close. Legs tight. Breathe. Time to move. Yeah. I'm ready. Thought you could strut up here alone, huh?
Rattles.
You're still a faker, Leo. Always were.
We'll see about that. Can't keep up, city boy.
I'm not slowing down.
You should have stayed off my hill.
This isn't yours, Rattles. It's ours.